We're live, and I've got a question for you. How is your follow-up with your prospects? That's exactly what we're going to be talking about here today, and I'm glad that you are hopping in. Whether you're watching now or on the replay, I'm glad to have you here, friends. So it is Tribe Talk Tuesday. We are here, we are live, and I'm going to bring the goods to you today. Honestly, I'm going to bring it for you because that's what you're here for. You want to make sure that you get value, that you have something amazing that you can use at the very end of each Tribe Talk Tuesday. That's what these are for, to help you and your business so that you can move forward each and every week. So this week we're going to be talking about your follow-up. And so the question for you is how is your follow-up? Would you say you are a beginner? Would you say you're an expert? Or would you say you're somewhere in between, right? Because we all start somewhere. And I'm going to share my story here in a second. But hang on for it, because with every Tribe Talk Tuesday that I do from now going forward, here's the thing, is I always want to equip you with a tool that you can use in your business from now going forward. And we've been talking about this for a couple of weeks. So this is week 3 of bringing you an amazing tool, an amazing resource that you can use in your business. And because that's the case, I'm going to drop it like it's hot here. And it's your precision prospect tracker, because we are talking about following up like a pro in your business. So I'll go ahead and drop it in the show notes here down below after the live is over. And I'll go ahead and drop that link where you can get that. But you can go to tribenetworkers.com/18 and you'll be able to get access to that right away. So let's go ahead and get started. Let's see who we have on here. We have Angeline in the house. Angeline, how are you, my friend? Great to have you on tonight, all the way from New York. So always awesome to see that live from New York. So I'm coming to you from the Midwest, live from the Midwest. So here we are. So my story is a little bit about this. And so before I share that, if you haven't been on here with me before, let me introduce myself. My name is Paul North with tribenetworkers.com, and I help entrepreneurs and network marketers. So whether you are a network marketer, whether you are just, not just, but an entrepreneur growing online and you're not in network marketing, I help both, okay? Using online strategies to attract your tribe. That is what we're talking about, overall. But today we're talking about your follow-up. So I've got a quick story for you. And this was about a couple years ago when I was still new, like newer. I wasn't brand new, but like a year into it. And I remember the first time that I was doing my follow-up and I jumped on a Zoom call with somebody. And honestly, it was kind of embarrassing. And I remember going through this script, right? And I was so excited to jump on this call, but I was also a little nervous. I wasn't like crazy nervous because I've been in retail for a long time. I've been, in front of customers and in the public for a long time. So I wasn't like nervous, like sweating bullets, but I was a little like apprehensive, right? And so I went through this script and went through like word for word, almost like what I should say, right? Like what I should say. Have you ever used a script in your business? Like, let me know. I'd love to know. And I'll go ahead and pull off the precision prospect tracker just down for the moment. Okay. So have you ever used a script in your business? So I was doing this and, it was this kid, basically. I swear he was like 21, 22, right? And here I am, I'm like 40 something. I'm 43 now. So I probably was like 40 going on 41, whatever. And so going through the script, how are you? Tell me a little bit about yourself, and then making it all about him. But I was so glued down to the script, and this script and this process was absolutely amazing. But, he could feel my nerves coming through it. So it made the interaction awkward, right? And so here's the thing, is that we got through to the very end of this script and this process, close to the end of it anyways. And I repeated everything back to him, because that's what you're supposed to do in this process. You repeat back what they said, but instead of repeating it and paraphrasing it, I said it kind of word for word. And I could see the expression on his face as I was doing this. He was kind of like horrified, you know. So then, because he was horrified, then I was horrified. So if you've had anything like that before, you know, let me know. But it was completely awkward. I completely admit it. I still like bring myself back to that moment and relive that when I think about it, the emotions of it, right? But we learn and we grow, and that's what makes us more effective marketers and more effective humans, right? So that's what it's about. And so I remember that story because it made me feel like, wow, I have to learn a whole new skill set, like in a different realm. And here was the other thing. After that call, it wasn't over. I had to do my follow up. I had to do my follow up after that awkward conversation. You ever have that? Because that was totally me. And Angeline said, I can understand how you feel. Thank you. I appreciate it because I was like between a rock and a hard place, having to put myself through this experience because I was like, come hell or high water, I'm going to learn this. I'm going to learn what the follow up process is, what it looks like. And I don't gain the experience unless I do it, right? So we can talk and talk and talk about the things that we think we know about, but unless we do them, we can't teach them. Okay. We can't teach them. And there's even a quote about it. I'm not even going to go into the quote. I can put it in here if you're interested in it, but after the live. But it's basically, you know, when the teacher is ready, a true professional is ready to teach versus just speak about the thing which they know about, right? And so that was the whole thing is the follow-up. I got ghosted with that guy after the conversation. I did my follow-up like the day and the second day afterwards. Hey, I haven't heard from you. No response back. I'm not surprised. Would you have responded back to me? Probably not, right? And so I learned from it. So let's dive into this. And remember, at the end of this, go ahead and you can get access to that precision prospect tracker. I've really whittled down my process. I had a crazy one a few years ago, but this one's really easy. So you'll love the precision prospect tracker for your follow-up. Now, grab that at the very end here, but we're going to go ahead and dive into the live here. And so really the first thing, we're going to talk about a couple things here, you know, and I'd love to engage with you and get your thoughts. But the first question I have for you is this, is what are your thoughts around scripts? Should you use scripts, right? Should you use them? Yes? No? What do you think? Because for me, I'll go into what I think about scripts. I think they're helpful. Okay. I don't think that they're something that we do away with completely. And I don't think they're the end all be all. Here's the reason that I think that. The purpose, the reason, right, is that people get so hung up on the script that it takes out the personality. It takes out who they are. And for me to be here with you, like for example, on this live tonight, and just be myself and be able to talk to you and look at a camera, that took a long time, you guys. That took a long time. Like I can't even pinpoint like when exactly it was that I was just comfortable just jumping on and doing a Facebook Live or a Facebook training, but it took a while, right? And so just imagine just going through that process of using scripts, okay? Using scripts. Scripts, there's an art form to it. And sure, I would say use scripts, but here's the thing. You have got, in my opinion, and Angeline, feel free to jump in here. Anybody else that's on here watching live or on the replay, feel free to let me know what you think about scripts. But my personal experience with scripts is that it's really about following the process or the process, right, of using that script. So that way you don't leave out key points, right? You don't leave out key things that you want your team to say, you want the new people that you bring onto your team to say, right? And so it's really important to go through the process of understanding what the script is that people need to say. So you're duplicating without having to necessarily be present, right? Now, in the beginning, yes, of course, it's really important for you to be present. Duplication is, you know, based on you being like, if you're enrolling a new team member, you know, jumping on like a bridge basically with like a a three-way call with your new person, and they're bringing somebody on, and you're helping them through the process, and you're leading the conversation, right? That's where that process can be really helpful. And then instead of the script, your new team member, your new prospect, your newer one can see the process of bringing somebody on board, that script that you use, which really is a process, and they can see how to enroll somebody new, or sign up a new customer, for example, right? So let me check out the comments here. Angeline, you said scripts are helpful. You can use the script and model it. I love that. Absolutely. And if the script produced results for other people, I would definitely use the script. Yes. Now, here's the thing. Angeline is totally on point. I completely agree with this as well. If it's working, don't fix it, right? Now, at least work towards trying the process. Okay. Like, try it out, see if it works for you, but don't just try it out once, try it out multiple times, right? And if it's not working for you, get with your coach, get with your upline. Because at the end of the day, I'm not going to tell you scripts don't work. I'm just personally saying that you want to and need to make them your own by, if you have to change one or two words that you wouldn't say this word ever, it's probably going to come out awkward. So switching around one or two words to make it sound like you, absolutely, right? Absolutely. Okay. So that's the first thing I wanted to go into, is really just talking about just that. So should you use scripts? Okay. Now, here's the second thing, is when should you follow up? When should you follow up? I don't know. What do you think? Here's the thing. I've made some notes here. Okay. And I wrote down 3 reasons for follow-up procrastination. So I want to talk about those for just a moment. And then we'll talk about when you should follow up. Okay. But here's a few reasons why people procrastinate with following up. Number 1, it's already late, right? It's already late in the follow-up game. In our heads, we psych ourselves out. Oh my gosh, it's been like 3-4 weeks since I followed up with Sally, or followed up with John, or da 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 da. And now you play these mind games with yourself, right? Like, if I bring my opportunity up now, it's going to seem like that's all I want. People appreciate you being direct, but yeah, don't wait that long before having that conversation, right? Now, you can wait a couple months, depending on the person who it is, of course, but what's your follow-up in between along the way too, right? So it's all about that finesse of it. Another reason that people follow up or procrastinate with following up is it may feel dishonest, okay? So I made some notes here, and I'm just looking at my notes here, just make sure I don't leave anything out. So if you're not clear with your intentions right up front, it's going to feel dishonest, right? So leading people and pre-positioning your connection with people in a way that it doesn't feel spammy, it doesn't feel like you're poaching after them, right? That's going to make a big difference in setting you up for leadership down the road. And it's going to set you up for building a team that actually wants to follow you, that actually wants to be there with you, to build with you, to build a business with you, right? So make sure your intentions are clearly laid with just pre-framing that conversation when you're making that connection at the beginning, and it won't feel dishonest. Hey, and you can say something as simple as, hey, Angeline, hey, just saw your post on social, thought it would be great to connect, have a great day. Something like that. Just keep it simple. Simple is best. Don't go through the whole form process, okay? For me personally, I don't buy into that, okay? The whole form, family, occupation, da 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 da. People are busy. So I respect that, okay? You may not believe in that, whatever, but that's a whole other life. That's a whole other life. So number 3, okay, of that process of when should you follow up, okay? I made this note is you might feel like you're asking for something too soon, but are you, okay? So understand where you are in the process and get to know the person. If you're offering them value, by curiosity, and they reached out to you and you provided a strong call to action for more information on da 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 da, on how to lose the belly bloat, on how to get clearer skin, which, by the way, my skin is clear. Okay. I've been working on some stuff. I've got clear skin. I'm really excited and proud about it, right? So for me, I love taking care of my skin. Who wouldn't love clearer skin, less belly bloat, da 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 da, whatever that is? Okay. People are looking for either for like to get out of pain or towards like a desire of something, right? So if you provide a strong call to action to clearer skin or less belly bloat, or to like smoother hair, fuller hair, whatever your benefit is of your product, here's the thing. You can ask as quickly as you need to, depending on where you are in the process with your prospect. It can be like you've known them for a week and you put up this amazing curiosity post and it's their idea to ask for more information. Guess what? Now you have permission to follow up right away, right? Genius. So don't tie it down to a time frame that it has to be 1 week. It has to be like definitely 3 weeks on the dot since I friended requested somebody. It depends on who they are. Some people, there's not going to be any follow-up whatsoever. It just really depends on the quality of your prospect as well. Okay. So yeah, and Angeline, I agree. Keep the conversations light, right? Okay, so let's talk about the last one here. Okay, and then I'm going to talk about your freebie again that you get here for this Tribe Talk Tuesday. All right, so let's go into number 3. How many times should you follow up? Okay, because I've got a quick story with this and I love this story. All right, how many times should you follow up? What do you think? 3 times? 5 times? 7 times? Huh? How many times? All right, so here's the thing. There is no magic number, okay? There is no magic number. Everybody's number is different. We're all unique. Just as our DNA is different, just as our names are different, our social security numbers are different, the follow-up with each person is going to be different. It can be 1 time for one person. It can be 10 times for another person. It can be 15 times for another person, okay? Ideally, we'd like to get under like that double digit, right? 3, 5, 7. But my story is this, is I had a gal, okay, have a gal, okay, that is following me, okay? And I've been on social doing this for, gosh, a little over 3 years now. Yeah, a little over 3 years. And she started following me right when I built my business page, okay? Right when I built my business page. And didn't jump on my list, okay? Didn't jump on my list, my email list, that is. Didn't jump on my list, but would follow me in my lives. Didn't jump on my list. Like literally, like 3, 4 weeks ago, finally reached out to me. Hey, what was that thing you were talking about? What was that thing you were talking about? Because I'm in like the zone now and I'm ready and I've been following you and you've been consistent. Can you send that to me? What? Say what? I didn't have to do anything. Didn't do another follow-up. Did at least a dozen follow-ups with this girl, okay? But she followed up with me because I've been consistent. She's seen me through the years. I've been consistent, okay? So she reached out to me and was like, I need that thing that you've been talking about to help me in my business. Holy crap. So the message here, the point is that it's not necessarily just about the number of times to follow up. It's also about consistency, okay? Consistency, so write this down, consistency. And also time in the industry, right? Time, give people time. If I would have disappeared, she would have never had me to follow up with, right? But the other thing is being direct helps too. Ask for what you want. Ask for what you want. If you are direct, that will help and go a long ways. Now, if you are on this live, whether it's now or in the replay, How many times do you follow up? How many times personally do you feel you have to follow up, or how many times on average do you follow up with someone before you close them into your business as a team member, or you close them into your business as a customer? Drop it below. I'd love to know. So hopefully this has been of value to you. So this week's blog, just go to tribenetworkers.com/18. I'm going to go ahead and put that actually in the comments here. So you have that. Okay, so tribenetworkers.com/18 is where you'll be able to access your freebie resource, your precision prospect tracker. So let me go ahead and drop that in the link here below. And that is to the bottom right of the screen here that you can see. So the precision prospect tracker. So really what it goes into is how to create your own really awesome, precise prospect tracker within a matter of just minutes, right? Just minutes. It's super easy. It's going to show you how to follow up with your prospects, your personals, okay? The people that you personally enroll into your business, your not nows, and your stay in touches. Those 4 things. Really, really important to get those like hammered down so you know where everybody's at in the process. And then you can put your notes in there, all that stuff. It's really an amazing process. Now, I know some people use Trello. I've used Trello. Here's what's different for me with this process versus using the Trello board. And I'm not saying Trello isn't great. It is amazing, right? I actually wish I could like make a hybrid of Trello and then what I've created here in my freebie. But here's the thing is this process, at least you can sort. You can do a quick search. You can go do like Control F and search for your specific prospects. Maybe you can't find them right away and you've got like a lot of people that you're following up with. You can sort. That's why I like this process in here for the precision prospect tracker. So again, go to tribenetworkers.com/18. And if you're curious about how to attract people to you versus chasing people down and feeling like you're hunting people down, if you'd like to learn how to become the hunted instead of the hunter, let me go ahead and drop that for you. Just go to tribenetworkers.com/attract your tribe, where you'll be able to get access to that. Now, did you get value? Because I surely hope you did. Each week, I want to make sure I bring some extra love and extra attention to these Tribe Talk Tuesday chats with you. So we're going to be bringing it like it's hot and make sure that every week, seriously, you have a resource, a tool that you can use in your business to move you forward each step of the way. So whether you jump on and you're grabbing a free resource, or whether you're jumping on and you're grabbing something from me that's paid, it doesn't matter. I'm here just to serve, make sure I am helping you every step of the way to get you a little further in your business. Okay. So that is what I have for you this week. Angeline, thank you so much for jumping on. And if you're watching this on the replay, go ahead and comment #replay. I will go ahead and definitely follow up in the comments with you then. Otherwise, this live is a wrap. I will see you next week. Cheers.